Hello, welcome to another vlog. Not as long as usual, but I think you would rather a short one every week than a long one and then I go missing. Sorry, it's not about the clothes today. In fact, apart from my glamorous glasses, I thought I would be very authentic, as I always am. I'm not wearing any makeup. We're going to talk about skin later. Just put a tiny bit of lippy on for you. And I'm actually in my slobby gear, snow t-shirt, because Jack and I have had a very quiet day. We've not been feeling a bit under the weather, both of us. I think it's the weather. You saw in last week's vlog my idyllic life. That is my life at its very best when we have summer. However, most of the time, which is why I won't mind downsizing one day, most of the time, as you'll see from this morning's shot, is cloudy or drizzly, or the worst of it all, it's very, very windy because I live on top of a hill. But this is actually the windiest part of Brighton. So I'm a bit fed up with it, to be quite honest. If we had, it's gorgeous now, but it's windy. If we had, 3 months of proper summer, I'd never move, but we don't. It's like one day a week so far this year. So don't be fooled into thinking, oh my God, she's so lucky. I mean, I should really be in that pond every day for my Wim Hof cold water therapy. But I'm just feeling, my brother and I are the same. We think it's something genetic. When the weather changes dramatically, we both feel a little unwell. It's very odd. Anyway, it's warming up. So that's good. Right, so not a huge amount in this vlog. There won't be any clothies till next week. But there is a headscarf tutorial coming up that I did on Instagram that I think you'll enjoy too, because it's how I turn a scarf into a sarong and a shawl to save packing on holiday. More of that later. But first of all, I want to introduce you to two very, very dear friends. Years and years ago, early 70s, my first flatmate, we used to advertise in the paper for a flat share. Well, my first flat share was a lady called, a girl in those days called Charlotte. And she married the lovely Neil, and then they moved to Paris in France I think it's 40 years. Now, I see them regularly, but because of the pandemic, no, we haven't seen each other. Either I go to Paris or they come here, or we meet somewhere like the lovely south of France. Anyway, they came to stay for the first time I think it's about 5 years since they came to stay. They hadn't seen the new room downstairs, so it could be 6 years. We have met in London, but this was a proper get-together on our own, and they spent 3 days with me. And honestly, it's like family. We just fell into all our own patterns, our old patterns, and boy, did we laugh. Anyway, I'll show you some of it. Now, I want you to remember that they're both highly intelligent human beings, both retired now, but Charlotte, who you'll hear me call Charl, is an academic. So if you want to ask her anything about history, she will know. She's written books, theses, research. She's absolute genius. So watch very carefully as we go out and about and just see how she reacts when I ask her about history. The pair of them were just hilarious. Enjoy. Jack's found a girlfriend in the restaurant. The dog-friendly restaurant. These are, oh, you look so good, you two. Charles with the red hair, and this is her husband, Neil. I have known Charles since we shared a flat together in 1971. Well, you were there at my 21st. Were you living there then? So she knew my first love, Robin, who I've told you about. And they live in Paris, and they're visiting me at home in that lovely guest room where I lock them in. And we're now in Hove at Rockwaters.
Having fish and chips.
Rockwater. Having...
Fish and chips.
Which of course you must do. Neil, say something.
Something.
It's too windy to talk. I just want to capture you on the beach. Oh, have Jack.
Yeah.
Have Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Jack's, I don't think Jack's himself today. He's very quiet. I don't think he's terribly well. He's not looking happy, is he? And this is where we've been. So not only did we have this wonderful time out together, out and about, eating, going for pub grub and all the rest of it, and enjoying the scenery and the village near me, but we also went mad for Glastonbury. We had it on the big TV, not Friday night, because they arrived then and we had a lovely dinner all together that I cooked. No, Saturday night we really went for it. Unfortunately, I didn't do any videos, but my absolute hero is Noel Gallagher, who was playing. He was supporting Macca, Sir Paul McCartney. Jack, please don't bark. Oh, it can't be fox time already. Oh, it is. What is she doing here? Wait a minute. It's 6:10. What's she doing here already? She must be very hungry. Oh, he's gone in the wrong direction. He always does. And wags his tail. Anyway, where was I? Glasgow. Yes, so sorry, I didn't film anything, but I did a couple of stills. But the great surprise was Sir Paul McCartney, if you don't know already, which I'm sure you do, was that he brought on Dave Grohl and then Bruce Springsteen, and we both went absolutely mad and we were jumping up and down. So I'm really sorry I haven't got any footage. Well, it shows how much fun I was having. I wasn't filming. The next night was the Pet Shop Boys, and I did manage to capture us, old people dancing as I call it. And they were amazing. So that was the huge highlight of our weekend. In fact, Charles and Neil, if you're watching, I'm going to have to book you to come and stay with me next Glasgow, because it won't be the same without you. Unless I go. Still want to. Well, here are Charles and Neil again, the day after the night before. What are you doing, you two? You look as if you're about to take a poo, Charles. You're going like that.
I was going to smoke Jack.
Anyway, did we have fun last night watching Glasgow and Macca, or what? Did you have fun?
Oh, we had great fun. We danced and we sang. And we drank. And we drank.
And we
ate a lot.
Look at that view. Jack, say hello.
Jack,
Say hello, Lynn. Hello, Lynn.
Hi, Jack.
He wagged his tail right on cue.
Hello, Lynn. Bonjour, Lynn.
That's her sister-in-law. Right, this is post-lunch. Hang on. Rottingdean's looking so beautiful. Right, what do you think of it, Charles? I know you've been here before.
I think it's lovely. It's a beautiful...
You gleaned
English.
lots of new history today.
I have, indeed. It's lovely.
Are you going to share it with anyone?
Well, the Ines Bagnol was once lived here, and the Pre-Raphaelites, and the father of Stanley Baldwin.
And William Morris.
William Morris.
That was good.
Visited. And this is the house of Rudyard
And Rudyard Kipling.
Yeah,
We're going to Kipling's Gardens
and
now.
we're about to go to
What's
Rudyard
What's
Kipling.
Neil doing?
I don't know.
Where'd he get that
What are you
stick?
Neil!
What are you doing?
Well, we're all a bit pissed after lunch. Where did you get that stick?
Where?
You got any litter?
We've had rather a lot of wine.
A beer.
Excuse me, who gave you that stick?
It's a whole bag of them here.
I can't believe it. They come over to Paris, drink wine, and then start litter picking. Oh, that's hysterical.
That's wonderful. Typical Neil. He would just pick at it.
Ah, now we're going round the gardens. We're trying to behave now. We've just been crying with laughter watching the footage back.
Oh, look at this.
Does it smell good?
No. Sorry. It doesn't smell at all. This one up here does, I know, because I've already smelled. Go on, Neil, say something.
Aren't they lovely flowers? In fact, there's so much more in bloom
Isn't there?
than in my own
Now,
garden.
what are these? Here.
Look at that blue sky. We've suddenly got the most amazing weather.
It is, I was totally...
Well, I tell you, every morning and every afternoon, it's like this. It's the bit in the middle that's a bit...
This is lovely.
There is... Oh.
That's like the one up at the pub.
We know what that is.
Crisps.
Crisps. Do you think they're allowed? I have never seen people having picnics here. But of course it's Sunday.
Sunday and it's sunny.
So this is croquet. Is it called the Rottingdean croquet?
Yes.
I'd imagine so.
It looks like we're in the middle of the country.
You are.
Anyway, suffice to say that I haven't laughed that much, in ages. It does us all the world of good, and it was very, very special. So we will be meeting up at least once a year from now on. Must make more of an effort. That's what the pandemic has taught us all, hasn't it? And before we get on to other things, I just wanted to share with you, Neil, Charles' husband, had these wonderful pictures going back to 1971 when we were all together as a threesome. Now, you will see that there's an absence of partners for me. I was married at one point in the 70s, and I have had long-term live-in partners. For some reason, they never appear in any of the photographs. So I look like Billy No Mates with my married couple friends, but enjoy it. There's only a few, and I put them to 70s music. Oh, and that was my first dog, Muttley. Jack's my third, but that was my very first boy from Battersea Dogs Home. He was a complete nutter, but by the time he was 10, he'd really calmed down. So I hope you spotted Muttley. Anyway, next up is a headscarf tutorial. Somebody asked on here, yet again, you know how many I do, so if you're bored with them, whiz forward, but at least I show you how to save space packing by making the scarf triple up as a sarong, as a shawl. Anyway, enjoy. So first of all, we'll do the headscarf tutorial. Then I'll show you how I make it work 2 different ways for clothies. So always put your hair, have dirty hair. That's one of the secrets. Use cotton not silk or muslin, anything that doesn't slidey. Clean hair is the biggest thing. Always put your hair back. Oh, which way should I do it? I'll do it this way. So I'm in my holiday gear. If only the weather was holiday gear. So this is a very long one, so I've tied it round the back first. I don't think that's very even, that's better. Really tight, do it tight. You need it to stay on. Right, 1 knot, 2 knots, 3 knots. So how's that? That's as easy as it is. Now, I always then put my hair down because it looks a bit cuter. There you go. Now, I'm going to show you how I save suitcase space for holidays. So I've got my lovely jaunty headscarf on, love these colours. And then I take it off because I'm in a bikini, but I'm not in a bikini for this. Nobody wants to see that. In fact, I've decided recently that I need tankinis, so I can still lift it up for a brown tummy, but cover up that. At my age, all our ages, at a certain age, well over 60, things start sliding down. It doesn't look good from the back. So I'm back to tankinis. Anyway, I've taken my scarf off. Look how lovely and big it is. I'm in my beach gear, and I'm going to turn it into a little sarong. How handy is that? So I've got my little bottoms on and I look half decent and can walk to the nearest cafe, or even do that. So you need a big headscarf. I love this material though, because it's just tying up like a dream. No, that's not very good, is it? Anyway, you get the general idea. Oh, you could do that and just have your shorts underneath. That's quite nice. And the third thing you can use it for is wear it at night and find a matching outfit. And if it gets a bit chilly, take it off and there's a beautiful shawl. So what do you think, folks? Did you like? Oh, and I did a live on Instagram with Dr. Ahmed, who did do you remember my collagen injections? It's exactly 3 months after he first did them. He said it would take 3 months. He didn't put collagen in, he put in a stimulator that stimulates my own collagen, like by 8 times. And he could really see a difference. I can see a difference. Look, no makeup. It's all slightly, I'll put a before picture in, see if you can see a difference. But you've all been commenting on my skin and how well I look, so I know it's worked in the most natural way possible. Because it's that shape and you hate it, and also the sound quality is not brilliant. I've only put a very, very short bit in for you to watch, but I just wanted you to know that his number 1 step for all ages is the right skincare before you even think about having anything done, and he is all about the natural. So I hope you caught it all on Instagram. Let me know if you want to see more and I will edit more for you, but I need more time. But what I didn't know about him was that he does consultations like this over Zoom or whatever, phone, on your skin, and will prescribe medical grade things like retinol that are so important, and Vitsi and all the things I now use on my skin. And he encourages women to do that before they even think about anything at any age. So he's a good man. And the consultation costs less than a facial. So I needed to share that with you. Hence, I'm sorry if it sounds like an advert, but I really wanted you to know that. Lots of people joining us who are much younger. And the thing you said, when I said, what about people my age? What should they do first? And you actually said, do the topical treatments first and then go and get something done with someone like you, preferably you. So I have continued, and I think it really helps. I'm still, God, it's lasted a long time. I'm
It's
still, and
so
I do a
good.
big blob of retinol every single night. I've
Yeah,
had no reaction. And I also got the vitamin C, and
love
I'm
it.
still on the eye cream I've had for ages. But I'm
Yeah.
getting yours next time. So that's what you said, isn't it? Good retinol, good vitamin C, good eye cream. That was specifically for me. Anything else you suggest?
Basically, anyone that comes through through our doors, what we do kind of a holistic approach, really. So we kind of start with the skin, because ultimately, sometimes people invest all this money in injectable treatments, but if the skin is not at the quality that you wanted, things won't look right. You know what I mean? And this is where people start looking a little bit fake, looking a little bit just not, where you want to be. So as a doctor, I prescribe certain things like medical grade skincare. So these are highly bioavailable products, i.e., they get absorbed very deep into your skin. They are kind of scientifically proven to make a difference. So
Can
things
we
like
buy them through you even if we're not seeing you?
absolutely. So we actually
Good.
do virtual skincare, so virtual consultations. Excuse me. So in the link on my bio on my Instagram account, you can book a skin consultation. This is virtual. You can do it from anywhere in the world, and then through that, I can prescribe you certain products.
News on Socks the Fox. My tame Socks the Fox. You hate her, don't you? He wags his tail when he sees her. He barks, but the tail's going like this. And she's sitting out there. Look at her. I wish you could see without a care in the world. She's sitting there saying, hello, Mum. Food, please. Anyway, great excitement. I don't know if I've told you before, she's bringing her 2 cubs in. And they're nearly as big as her. I fed her so well, and she in turn has fed them so well, that they're nearly her size. But they're terrified of me, and all I ever see is a little face and a tail. And one's called Whitetail, because I think he's a he, has got a white tip on his tail, and the other one's called Stumpy because she has got a very stumpy tail. Anyway, one day I will get to film them, but I must now go off and feed Socks the fox, and then take him for a walk. And he'll be furious if I feed her. Yes, I know. Anyway, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching. I hope this wasn't too short. Well, you can tell me, would you rather short every single Sunday? And if I can't do one for Sunday because I've been so busy, I could do a live if I'm here on a Sunday morning. So there's that as an option as well. So keep an eye out, but I will try and produce something every Sunday, because apparently people go... A woman stopped me in Rottingdean, if you're watching, in a cafe and said, why wasn't there a vlog last Sunday? So you're a demanding lot as well, and I will do my best. But I will tell you if I really, really, really need a big rest. All right. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. Do the thumbs up so you know if I suddenly put something else up another time of the week. And see you next week, I hope.